The air in Yangon was thick with jasmine and diesel, a heady mix that seemed to cling to my skin and fill my lungs with every breath. The city was already alive, even at dawn, with the sounds of honking buses, the whir of motorbikes weaving through traffic, and the gentle fragrance of flowers sold by street vendors. Everywhere I looked, there was a striking blend of old and new, crumbling colonial facades standing shoulder to shoulder with neon-lit shops, and saffron-robed monks gliding past glass storefronts. I'd finally arrived in Myanmar, the Golden Land, a place I'd dreamed of for years. My heart raced with anticipation as I stepped into this world of golden pagodas and ancient traditions, eager to explore its sacred temples and meet the people whose warmth I'd heard so much about. My first days blurred by in a whirlwind of color and sound, shimmering pagodas catching the morning sun, bustling markets overflowing with spices and laughter, and everywhere the genuine smiles of locals who welcomed me as if I were an old friend. Riding a rattling train north, I pressed my face to the window, mesmerized by endless green paddy fields stretching to the horizon. Children ran alongside the tracks, waving and shouting greetings, their joy infectious and pure. The sense of adventure was intoxicating. Each moment felt like a discovery, each encounter a story waiting to unfold. But then, in a crowded tea house, I noticed a man watching me from across the room, his gaze lingering a little too long. Later that night, as I returned to my guest house, I saw him again, standing in the shadows near the entrance. The next day, another man with the same watchful eyes appeared, as if they were silently tracking my every move. A quiet anxiety crept in, unsettling the excitement that had filled me. Was I being followed? Was my presence here drawing unwanted attention? Every new face in the market seemed to study me, their eyes lingering a moment too long. The vibrant chaos of the markets, once so inviting, now felt tinged with suspicion. Had I unknowingly broken a rule? Was I in trouble with the authorities, or was it just the curiosity reserved for outsiders in a land still new to travelers? The Golden Land's beauty remained undiminished, but a shadow now followed me, casting doubt over every step I took and every glance I received. My journey had become more than just discovery. It was now tinged with unease, a reminder that adventure often comes with uncertainty and risk. As I watched the sun set over the Irrawaddy River, I realized I was not as alone as I thought. The Golden Land was watching me too, and my story here was only just beginning. Despite the ever-present shadow that seemed to follow my every step, Myanmar's wonders captivated me in ways I never expected. The land felt ancient and alive, whispering stories through every sunrise and every stone. I drifted down the Irrawaddy River, the heart of Myanmar, watching fishermen skillfully cast their nets and families gather along the muddy banks. The river was more than a waterway. It was a lifeline, connecting villages and people, carrying secrets and laughter alike. Ancient villages on stilts passed by, their wooden homes perched above the water, life unfolding at a gentle, unhurried pace. The food was unforgettable, steaming bowls of mohinga for breakfast, tangy tea leaf salads bursting with flavor, and mild curries that warmed the soul. Every meal was a celebration of tradition and community. Sharing meals with locals, even when we didn't speak the same language, was deeply connecting. Smiles and gestures bridged the gap, and I felt welcomed into their world, if only for a moment. In Bagan, thousands of ancient temples rose from the misty plains, their golden spires glowing at sunrise as hot air balloons floated silently above. The sight was breathtaking, a vision from another era, suspended between earth and sky. Awe washed over me, filling me with wonder at the scale and beauty of it all. Yet, even in these moments of reverence, the feeling of being watched lingered, like a shadow at the edge of my vision. My observers kept their distance, blending into the background, but their presence was constant and unmistakable. Every step I took, I felt unseen eyes following, curious yet cautious. Once, while sketching the intricate ruins of a temple, I caught one man's gaze. He watched me for a moment, then melted away into the crowd, leaving me with questions and a racing heart. The beauty of Bagan was surreal, almost dreamlike, but so was the sense of being in a spy film. Every encounter tinged with mystery, every shadow holding a secret. Even in moments of pure wonder, I couldn't shake the feeling of being observed. The line between adventure and unease blurred, making every experience more intense. Myanmar's magic was real, shimmering in every sunrise and every smile, but so was the tension that threaded through my journey, a reminder of the country's complexities. My adventure had become a delicate balance between awe and unease, wonder and wariness, a journey through whispers and wonders where every moment was unforgettable. The constant surveillance wore me down. Nights were restless, every sound outside my guest house set my nerves on edge. The freedom I'd felt at first faded, replaced by a sense of invisible confinement. I changed my routes, but the watchers always reappeared. I became cautious, second-guessing every interaction and photo. The open, curious traveler in me retreated. I worried my presence might cause trouble for the kind locals I met. Paranoia set in. Was everyone reporting on me? The joy of spontaneous connection was replaced by suspicion. My journey became a psychological test, not just an exploration. The weight of unseen eyes grew heavier each day. Myanmar's beauty was now shadowed by my own fear. After days of mounting tension and uncertainty, everything finally came to a head near the tranquil waters of Inle Lake. The beauty of the landscape was in stark contrast to the anxiety building inside me. I had been feeling watched, uneasy, and unsure of what was real, and what was just my imagination. At a modest guest house, the owner glanced at my passport with a look of concern, then quietly made a phone call. Within minutes, two plainclothes men appeared at the entrance, their presence both official and mysterious. They approached me with a polite but unmistakably serious demeanor, requesting to see my documents and asking detailed questions about my itinerary, my reasons for visiting, and where I planned to go next. I tried to explain as calmly as I could that I was simply a traveler and a documentarian, here to capture stories and moments. I showed them my camera, my notebooks filled with sketches and notes, hoping to prove my intentions were harmless. The atmosphere in the lobby was thick with tension. Every glance felt loaded, every pause stretched out. I could sense the worry not just in myself, but in the other guests and even the staff. Then, the truth behind all the suspicion surfaced. Months earlier, when applying for my visa, I had written journalist-filmmaker as my occupation, thinking nothing of it at the time. That single word, journalist, had triggered a standard government protocol. Unbeknownst to me, it meant I would be assigned official minders for the duration of my stay. The men who had been following me weren't secret police or agents with hidden agendas. They were tourist police, tasked with both ensuring my safety and monitoring my activities, as required by local regulations. Their job was to observe, not to intimidate or harass. They were simply following orders, not acting out of personal suspicion or malice. All the paranoia and fear I had felt had grown from a simple bureaucratic checkbox and a cultural gap in understanding how things worked here. What I saw as surveillance, they saw as routine procedure. When the misunderstanding was finally cleared up, the officers seemed just as relieved as I was. Smiles replaced suspicion, and the tension in the room melted away. They explained that they were just doing their jobs, not enacting some sinister plot or targeting me personally. It was all part of the system. My imagined drama, built up over days of worry, dissolved in an instant. What I thought was a high-stakes situation turned out to be a simple misunderstanding. It was a powerful lesson in how fear and uncertainty can distort reality, making us see threats where there are none. Sometimes, the truth is far less dramatic than our imaginations would have us believe. And with that realization, I was finally able to relax and enjoy the journey ahead. With the truth out, everything changed. My minders, Koza and Ko-Mio, became my official and surprisingly friendly escorts. We couldn't speak much, but smiles and shared tea bridged the gap. They pointed out hidden sites, helped me haggle, and shared their favorite foods. The barrier between us vanished, replaced by genuine connection. I learned about their families, hopes, and pride in their culture. They were not faceless agents, but ordinary people with stories of their own. The days of silent observation became a bridge to understanding. My assumptions had painted them as villains, but reality was far more human. My silent followers became friends, offering a deeper insight into Myanmar. Sometimes the greatest lessons come from unexpected connections. Myanmar revealed itself as a land of contrasts, ancient traditions beside modern life. I saw oxen in fields near towns full of smartphones, and stunning temples amid political complexity. My experience with the police mirrored the country, intimidating on the surface, but deeply human underneath. Kindness was the constant thread. Guesthouse owners, boatmen, strangers offering what little they had. The true treasure of Myanmar was its people's warmth and generosity. This journey changed me, reminding me that travel is as much about inner growth as outer discovery. My fears reflected my own assumptions. The experience forced me to look inward. True travel means letting a place challenge and change you. Myanmar stays with me, not just for its beauty, but for its resilience and spirit. The encounter that began in fear ended in friendship and understanding. The lesson reality is often more nuanced than we imagine. I left with a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human connection. Myanmar taught me the world is rarely as it seems. It's vital to look beyond fear and seek connection, even in unlikely places. Sharing these stories builds bridges and breaks down walls. Travel is a shared journey. Your curiosity fuels these adventures. Together we explore, learn, and grow. Every comment and message creates a global community of curious minds. Let's keep discovering, learning, and celebrating our shared humanity. Thank you for being part of this journey. The world is waiting. Let's see where the road takes us next. Stay curious and join me for the next chapter.